सफीर पाकिस्तान आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान, वतन से दूर वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान।
सफीर पाकिस्तान बाएतमाद नुमाइंदों की टीम के साथ सफीर पाकिस्तान सबसे पहले और सबसे आगे।
Safir Pakistan actively works to strengthen the bond between Pakistani Americans across the nation.
अमरीकी सियासत में अहम किरदार, मुसलसल अवामी प्लेटफॉर्म सफीर पाकिस्तान।
I really appreciate Waqar Ali Khan, who carries this process very well indeed.
पल पल की खबरें और कम्युनिटी राब्तों के साथ लगातार उभरते हुए और कामयाब व कामरान लोगों की दास्तान आप तक पहुंचाने में सबसे पहले सबसे आगे।
Putting up a great program, running an excellent platform for bringing like minds together.
हर जगह हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है।
Faber Fusion is a company run by clinicians. When we are looking at a patient, we are looking at the patient's medical needs first. Patient is in the comfort of his or her home. They're watching the TV, they're doing their chores while the infusion is going on. And patient's copay and deductible will be much lower if done at home than in the hospital setting. Home infusion, all in all, is a winning place for getting infusions done.
हर जगह हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। नाज़रीन, आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली खान हाज़िर खिदमत है प्रोग्राम सफीर पाकिस्तान के साथ, और आप ये प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं ऑन जियो नेटवर्क। एवरी सैटरडे एंड संडे यू वॉच दिस प्रोग्राम ऑन जियो नेटवर्क, और इसमें हम लाते हैं मुख्तलिफ स्टोरीज, मुख्तलिफ न्यूज़ एंड व्यूज़। और आज भी इसी तरीके की एक स्टोरी मैं लेकर आया हूँ, और ये स्टोरी है बहवाला जनाब सफीर पाकिस्तान रिजवान सईद शेख साहब, जिन्होंने बहुत तूफ़ानी दौरा किया। हालांकि हालात ऐसे थे कि शायद उनका आना नामुमकिन था, लेकिन उन्होंने इसको इम्पोर्टेंट जाना कि ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि वो यहाँ आएँ और लोगों से मुलाकात करें, उनके ख़यालात देखें और जंग की सूरत हाल के बारे में ज़िक्र करें और उनको बताएं। इस मौके पे पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन टेक काउंसिल ने भी एक तकरीब की, जिसमें उन्होंने तकरीबन 3 घंटे मुतवातिर लोगों से मुलाकात की, गुफ्तगू की, उनके ख़यालात लिए, उनसे बातचीत की। नाज़रीन, जैसे जानते हैं कि पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स ने मुतअद्दिद प्रोग्राम किए हैं, बहुत सी चीज़ें लॉन्च की हैं। इसमें न्यूज़पेपर है, रेडियो है, टीवी है, परेड है, ग्रांड इफ्तार है, कोविड टास्क फोर्स है। ये सब चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स की अम्ब्रेला के अंडर में आती हैं, और उन्हें बहुत ही खुश असलूबी से ये प्रोग्राम अंजाम दी हैं। उनकी आमद के मौके पे पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन टेक काउंसिल, जिसमें चेयरमैन बोर्ड उसके जनाब डॉक्टर सुहेल मसूद साहब हैं, और उसके CEO एंड चेयरमैन जो हैं वो जनाब नजीब गौरी साहब हैं। उनकी शिरकत किसी भी तारुफ की मोहताज नहीं है। डॉक्टर सना खान रिसर्च एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के चेयर हैं और चीफ पैट्रन हैं हमारे टेक काउंसिल के, वन ऑफ द फाउंडिंग पर्सन विद मी। और ये बात ज़रूर बताऊंगा मैं कि इस पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन टेक काउंसिल का आगाज़ डेफिनेटली इनिशिएटिव टेकन बाय जनाब काउंसिल जनरल आसिम अली खान साहब, एंड ही assigned me the duty to put together a team and a group, which I did, and I delivered perfectly on his request. माशाल्लाह अब हमारे पास ईस्ट कोस्ट, वेस्ट कोस्ट, मिड वेस्ट सभी के लोग हैं, साइंटिस्ट हैं, टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट हैं, एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं, CEO हैं, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द कंपनीज हैं जो इसका पार्ट हैं, इंक्लूडिंग मिस्टर आफ्ताब खोकर जो फॉर्मर एम्बेसडर जिद्दा में थे, अब वो OIC के साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के हेड हैं, तो वो भी इसका पार्ट है। सदा कंबर ऑस्टिन टेक्सास से, वो भी इसका पार्ट है। और सिलिकॉन वैली से काफ़ी बड़े नाम हैं, सैन डिएगो से काफ़ी बड़े नाम हैं, फैसल मुश्ताक साहब हैं, इसका पार्ट है। मिस्टर अरस्तु हैं बोइंग के, काफ़ी अर्से 30 साल से वो मुंसलिक है। तो ये टीम बहुत ही अच्छी है और बहुत अच्छे काम करना चाहती है। काउंसिल जनरल की ज़ेर सरपरस्ती ये प्रोग्राम तरतीब दिया गया। काउंसिलेट के ऑफिस में राउंड टेबल मीटिंग थी, जिसमें मुतवातिर 3 घंटे तक बातचीत हमारी चलती रही। हर एक ने अपने प्रोजेक्ट बताया, अपने ख्याल का इजहार किया और कहा कि कि हम किस तरीके से पाकिस्तान को टेक्नोलॉजी में और अपग्रेड कर सकते हैं और आगे ले जा सकते हैं। और इसमें काफ़ी बड़े म्यूचुअल इंटरेस्ट भी देखे गए आपस में वहाँ पे। और नजीब वॉरी जो कि सीईओ हैं अब पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन टेक काउंसिल के लीडर हैं, इसके लीडर वॉज रियली शाइनिंग ऑन दैट डे। आई रियली सलूट मिस्टर नजीब वॉरी साहब कि आपने बहुत अच्छा काम किया और बड़ी आपने ऑफर दी कि उनके पास 6 एकड़ ज़मीन है और उनके पास बिल्डिंग्स हैं, वहाँ पे आप लोग स्टार्टअप बिजनेस कर सकते हैं। तो ये बहुत अच्छी बात थी। एम्बेसडर साहब ने कहा कि अगर कोई इवेंट ड्यूरिंग माई ट्रिप मुझे पसंद आई है और मुझे महसूस हुआ है कि जो मेरा एजेंडा था अमेरिका आने का वो पूरा होता नजर आ रहा है, तो वो एक तो पाक टेक अमेरिकन काउंसिल की मीटिंग थी। तो ये बड़ी बात है। ये ब्रावो पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स, including Fatima Khan, who did a lot of work, and President Ismail Fawad did a lot of work, and whole team, mashallah, did a good job. तो नदीर आइए आपको लिए चलता हूँ उस फोरम के अंदर, तो आपको अंदाजा होगा कि who is who and how we doing what we doing in Pakistan American Tech Council। आइए देखते हैं ये रिपोर्ट।
This is his first official visit to Los Angeles since joining this assignment as ambassador. So you have the agenda of the meeting in front of you. The meeting will be governed by, according to this agenda, by Najib Wali Sahab. I'll do the housekeeping, and after adoption of the agenda, if everybody agrees with the agenda, we will first of all request opening remarks by the ambassador, and then item by item, Mr. Najib Wali, President and CEO will run the meeting. So I will request the ambassador for the opening remarks. But before we request the ambassador, if everybody agrees with the agenda, any suggestions, we can bring it up and then adopt the agenda and move on. So the agenda is adopted, so we request the ambassador for the opening remarks.
Gentlemen of this important council, it has been a privilege to be part of this meeting and be introduced to such an accomplished group of people here. The one thing that I would like to request you is to stick to Pakistan, as I have said, strive for Pakistan and steer Pakistan and the talent pool in Pakistan through this market. It is a very, very important market. The economic relationship between our two countries is going to be something that will survive my tenure, Consul General's tenure, our lifetime as a generation if we can establish it. So that is the significance that perhaps you should be mindful of. It's not just a common sense of coming together as Pakistanis. It's a sense of responsibility, and it's actually a sense of history that perhaps you should all be mindful of in not just supporting it, perhaps going an extra mile, giving it back to your motherland. This is your homeland. It would always be your homeland. But there is a motherland. So giving it back to your motherland. And not only that the West Coast is significant, it was mentioned to me at the first event that I attended earlier this day that it is the oldest Pakistani community or the best entrenched Pakistani community anywhere in the United States. And speaking of that, if it is the best entrenched Pakistani community and West Coast is significant, the most significant element on the West Coast is certainly the IT prospects that we have here. So this is the key sector. It is not just the key sector in the United States, it is the key sector for Pakistan. As the ambassador of Pakistan to the United States, the one-point agenda that I received prior to my departure from Islamabad was economic diplomacy. And within that economic diplomacy, also the inset is IT, because Pakistan currently is way below its potential in the IT sector in terms of realizing its potential in the IT sector. We currently stand at $3.2 billion dollars. And there has been a year-on-year 25% increase in this sector, but even that 25% increase does not reflect the enormity or the entirety of the prospects that we have here. So my first visit to West Coast, the other thing which is important, and this country is important, is that we are currently the 5th largest population in the world. Given our population growth rate, we will beat Indonesia by 2030 and become 4th. And still, given our population growth rate, which is our most credible statistic in a light vein, we will beat even United States in 2 decades' time, and we will settle at number 3. So in 2 decades' time, before 2050, it will be India, China, Pakistan, and United States as 4 most densely populated countries in the world, in that order. So regardless of the current state of our relations, it is only fair, it is only logical, it is only prudent from both sides' perspective that 2 mega countries of the future world, even in today's world, but 2 mega countries more significantly of the future world, should be cooperating with each other, should join hands, look at their complementarities, and this is one area where we have complementarities. 2, in IT, we have been telling the world, I have been doing it since my arrival here, starting with that IT conference that was held in November in San Francisco, 10th of November, that we are cost competitive in terms of any of our competitors, 70% cost competitive when it comes to United States itself, 20 to 30% cost competitive when it comes to any of our competitors. It's India, Philippines, Egypt, Vietnam, you name it. We are cost competitive. And now we have proven to the world what I had been saying on the second score, that we are quality competitive as well. So our best known adversary in the IT sector on the technological highway, we beat them in the air. Not just with equipment, not just with technology, but with innovation, a combination of equipment and technologies, if you know what I mean. So that is what has gone on, and that is something that this coalition should latch on to, should just not only grab it, but you need to run away with it in terms of your action plan here.
Establish this organization. First of all, the founder, Mr. Officail, he is the spirit and moving force who helped us establish this organization. So please give him a round of applause. This pioneering work. Second, Dr. Sohail Masood Saab, who is the board of the chairman of the board. He's online because of health issues. He could not join. So thank you, Dr. Sohail Masood Saab, for being there.
Thank you, Dr. Saab.
Thank you for being online. And some senior members of the board, Dr. Hafiz Saab, the chair of the technology part of this organization. So now I hand it over to the president and CEO of the new president and CEO of this organization, Najib Khawari Saab. And before that, Waqar Saab, you want to say something?
Yeah. And I'm very proud that we included Mr. Najib Khawari. Najib Khawari is not a new name in the technology and IT. He is the first company, NASDAQ trading company. And with the 400 staff in Pakistan, he's playing a very key role. And I hope that he's going to play a key role to really further progress of this Pakistan American Tech Council. And the most important person is the founding president, Mr. Bajaj. He is working on the Driverless Car project, and he's the one who helped me out put together the entire group, including Anwar Bhai, Ali Khan, Osama, Basil, Sohail Khan, Hafiz Bhai, and our Uthman Saab is our treasurer. So this is our small board we created to run the organization, because in any organization you need a board and team. to carry on further. And I'm very proud to say that, His Excellency, the OIC Science and Technology Aftab Tokyo Sahib is also part of our group. And all the Consul General also part of this group. And this is all efforts and hard working by our Consul General Atif Ali Khan Sahab. We new name Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay. So now I would like to give you Mr. Najib Ghori. I'm with him. One day he was asking me, Waka, you buy my stock? I said, how much? $20. No. Yeah, $20. After that, his stock gone for 400. And it came down too. So, आपकी सबकी भरपूर तालियों में, I would like to give this mic to Mr. Najib Ghori.
It's an amazing journey. Shaz is my former colleague and is a very dear friend and brother. Okay, you hit so many good points. So important point that you talked about the landscape and the opportunities. When we started this company in 96, I have people in China, I have people in US, England, you name it. But Pakistan is not behind China. I can say maybe China is a better in the product. That was the beginning how we decided to stay in Pakistan. Because obviously our own country, our passion, we knew people. So we started to invest in Lahore, build the programming capabilities, hire some people, fast track. 10 years later, we became a sizable business with the investment we did on IPO. And we grew the company, we built the product, we built the technology, we built the capabilities. And the best thing which you said, that to me should be the first mission for this council here, to agree on a forming of chapter, like for example, Silicon Valley, like LA corridor for technology, for example, because pretty much LA County, Orange County and San Diego, right? Southern California. So if we create that, then I think we can form a group of people who can really rally the key stakeholder who wants to be part of this council, the way Open has grown in Silicon Valley, right? So you can call it a smaller version of Open Southern California. That way you have a established structure with officers, with some investment by whatever way you want to do it, and then the way forward. Because if you have vision, then you can have a vision also. And to be vision can be very simple and can be a very big thing. What do we want to achieve? Let me ask Shah Khan, what do you think the vision should be in this chapter? A very dear colleague, he worked with Nassol, and when he became so good, he left us. Now I'm just kidding. He started his own company in Lahore. And mashallah, he's got how many people in Shah Lahore? About 100. There you go. It's a proven success story for Shah Khan, who come from a blue chip background, in a consulting background, and he said, okay, went to technology. He learned a lot about business, worked with this, and now mashallah has got a great business. And I'm very proud of you. A big hand to Shah. Because he realized the cost arbitrage, right? The capability, the skill, the talent pool, you have everything. So anyone who don't understand Pakistan and do not take their business to Pakistan, they're making a mistake. We have not lost one penny out of $2 billion business in Pakistan. Where can you hear that? Oh, we've lost. People complain, easy way, right? Oh, hamara paise ja rahe hain. Bhai, try it. Do it right way. You'll stumble, you'll get better and better. And that's how IT has grown to an impressive level. But it can go to $30 billion. Maybe I won't be live, but it can. It has a potential. It has a potential. Absolutely. Because people are there. So that's my very strong message, that overestimate the potential, never underestimate the potential, because they are there. And believe you me, you don't know how many lives you've changed. Think about if you have 1,500 people, what is the ecosystem? You have 15,000 people dependent. Yeah. And one person working, you can, and then what happens? Education is growing. And we are very active in education. In tertiary, high school, junior school, we support them, because this is how you need to play a part in giving back to your country.
Excellent job. Good job. Now, in our group, very, very important people today. I would like to start with Wajahat. And you introduce yourself and pass on the mic. Yeah.
Sure. My name is Wajahat. I live in Silicon Valley, and throughout my career, I basically work in semiconductor companies. So my specialty in semiconductor in autonomous car, electrical car. We develop the chip for autonomous car for like companies like Waymo and Google and GM. And yeah, I've been very active, obviously supporting all the Pakistani business, trying to convince them to be part of these activities. Active, obviously supporting all the Pakistani business, trying to convince them to be part of these activities. And I'm thankful to Waqar Sahab too to allow me to be part of this organization. And thank you again to Concil Sahab. You too, I will be very much be part of your organization, inshallah, and we'll work in Silicon Valley. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.
My background is I've been in part of several startups, but also public companies as a C-level executive. And since 2005, we have been building and running things in Pakistan. In some cases, it was easy because the leadership was Pakistani. In many cases, this was a US public company, and we have to really push hard to get that going. But I'm a big believer in the young talent in Pakistan. And also I'm founder and CEO for an organization called TechCon. We do one of the fastest growing technology investment conference in San Diego, which I think
Here is our star, Ghazala Khan. She is really talented and she knows the insight how to get the manpower to America and work for the IT companies. Ghazala, here you are.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Ghazala Khan. I'm a native Californian. I grew up here in Los Angeles. Within 5-6 years, I was basically promoted to a senior VP. And with that, we did a lot of outsourcing, to India, like all over the world. But I've always encouraged outsourcing to Pakistan, and now I'm a director in an IT services company. And like Mr. Najib already mentioned, we have a great talent pool of Pakistani resources, and I totally agree with the talent pool and the passion that they come with. So I always encourage our companies to invest in Pakistan and also do outsourcing in Pakistan.
Mr. Lalani.
Yeah, my name is Amir Lalani. Professionally, I'm a digital commerce specialist, and anything and everything which is related to digital commerce we do in Pakistan and in US. In Pakistan, we started in '97, launching the first libertygoods.com and many others thereafter. And then we started working in the US. Now I moved to US last 4 years. But besides my specialization, I'm also passionate about academia. So I'm also faculty. I was the faculty at the university in Pakistan, IBA, Zapist, and I actually created a course for MIS in Zapist, and here also I teach in a local university. But I also work with far away skills development project for Gilgit or in Lahore or in those places with a donors agency like the World Bank, IMF, AKDN and all those. So the extensive experience.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Usama. I work for Apple. I've been here about a decade now in the US, and what we do is we focus on payments, so Apple Pay specifically, and my core domain is cybersecurity, data privacy, and compliance. This is what I've been doing for years. I went to an engineering school in Pakistan, GIK, and since moving to the US, I'm pretty much primarily focused on the tech side of stuff. Moved about 5-6 cities already, and I'm local to San Diego. So happy to be here.
Thank you. Shukriya.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zubair Rao. I started my IT company 40 years ago. Almost 32 years I specialized selling Apple products. I'm an Apple Premier Partner and Apple Specialist. In about 20 years, we start focusing on refurbishing Apple computers. So we've been refurbishing for quite some time, and inshallah, we will be trying to take this refurbished plant to Pakistan and see how we can manage things there. So being a close relationship with Apple, I'm trying to get Apple approval and mobile banking. And besides that, recently we started developing AI agents for specifically for business oriented, for specialized for specific businesses.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Fawad Ismail. I'm president for Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce has been working since 1987 in promoting trade between US and Pakistan. Our main focus is to help our community to promote their businesses and also to build the trade bilateral relationship between US and Pakistan and build a softer image of Pakistan. Besides that, I'm a regional president for Wallace Bank locally here, and I've been working to help our community entrepreneurs to achieve their financial goals through the banking sector as well. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Welcome to LA, our beautiful city. I hope this is your first time.
It is the second time, but the first time was way back. I came, I saw the hotel room, the meeting rooms, and the airport.
Hopefully you can see a little bit more. I'm Fatima Khan, and I'm a retired educator, not in IT, but in science, biochemistry from California State University. And I'm the one of the admins of the Pakistan Tech Council group on WhatsApp, and I manage all the incoming and outgoing messages to make sure everybody is interacting. Thank you, and nice to see you here.
Hello everybody, my name is Basir Latif. I'm a data scientist. I was born and raised here, but very passionate about, being connected to the Pakistani community. Attended events such as Open Silicon Valley and now this event, so I think this is a great idea, and I wish you all the best, and I would love to help in any way I can. Thank you.
All over Europe and all national labs within America. So had a pretty good experience on research and new companies and so on. So now, having retired, my focus has been to give back to Pakistan. So my biggest part of my day goes back in how we do this. I want to do it in a more productive way, and I completely agree with what Najib and everybody else saying. Our biggest resource is the youngsters.
Which was founding member. Was a unicorn, fintech unicorn, Verifone. My second startup was started by me. Anything that you tap today or mobile you tap, like Apple Pay, that was a technology I drove and made that happen. It took 12 years to get that implemented, but we did it. So it's globally 2.5 billion people are using it today. So that was my second startup. And third startup was towards a seamless shopping experience from a social media, that sort of thing also. Last 4 years, I took a retirement to give back to Pakistan. And that's what the whole purpose, exactly what I heard from you and from you. They have, at the basic level, I'm age of 67. I've been into Pakistan many times. I used to hear, especially for my generation, my second generation, is that, what can we do? Whenever we talk about, why can't we do this thing? What can we do? These young people say, why can't we do? That's the difference. And we'll talk about it, how we get there.
Very good. The one thing that, as the ambassadors mentioned, that Pakistani youth is a big asset in this regard. And I think so, of course, IT is a big industry, but the adaptability and the use of Pakistani youth in the small business, we have a big chance of that. We need to organize it more, and it is a very good result I got it from the market.
Thank you.
Global banks, and when I moved 4 years ago, I started building my own startups in cybersecurity. So I'm on the board of 7 different cybersecurity startups today, and right now I'm the founder and CEO of Golden Gate Innovations, a proud employer of over 50 Pakistanis right now, and inshallah we want to make it 50,000. I'm really looking forward to helping this organization grow. Thank you without anything.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Taki Chaudhary, and as a matter of fact, today is the 10th anniversary of me being in operation in Pakistan. So it's been 10 years exactly today. And we do provide IT services in multiple industries like healthcare, logistics, engineering. And the operation back there I started with my nephews. This campus is a decently bigger area and a square footage that will service us our needs for next few years. And that's in a nutshell, as Mr. Wari said, there are challenges. And I've been working with Pakistan in different industries for the last 30 years. And there have been challenges. Sometimes gets very, very discouraging. Oh well. But the thing is that the people who overcome the adversity survive. So we did. And as a matter of fact, it's not a matter of a skill. The thing is that how you develop the skill in that young generation over there, that is the key. If you can do that, it's not easy. If you can do that, success is right there at the door. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Usman Kamar, non-IT mechanical engineer. I did my graduation back home from UET. I'm a junior to Sarasan as well. Moved to US in 2003, did my master's. I started my own consulting, tech consulting firm, and I'm providing mechanical engineering services. My goal is that Pakistan has the talent, a lot of talent, but mechanical engineering, at this point, a lot of work is going towards Philippines, Vietnam, and India. And my goal joining this tech committee is how can I divert that flow towards Pakistan.
In e-commerce, working with large-scale government institutions around the world. Recently, we took our software into Blue Origin, which is Jeff Bezos' space tourism company, with companies in about 18 different countries and expanding. My exposure to Pakistan came from Najibai and Netsol Technologies. I sold one of my companies to Netsol, and what I saw in Pakistan, the promise, the potential, the people, the passion, all came through my exposure at Netsol. So much so that when I decided to start Bruising independently, Najib said you can only do it if you have the office in Lahore, and I did that, and I've never looked back. I have just came back from Lahore before the sequence of events. I must say, Honorable Ambassador and Consul General, I was extremely proud to be Pakistani American with your interview about sovereignty. I think that anybody that hasn't seen that interview should see it.
I was very impressed as well, literally.
That was one of the most inspiring moments. I tell you, I forwarded to everybody.
It's only 3 times.
And I tell you, if you want to look at the opportunity in front of us, it is because of leadership like that. I really believe that, and the leadership that all of you in this room have. Every one of you are actually creating an exponential impact to Pakistan, because the one person you impact in Pakistan impacts 100. And I've seen that with my own 2 eyes. We are expanding that area. Despite investors telling us, where's Pakistan? What are you doing in Pakistan? Why aren't you in India? I say, we're going to go continue. And I just leave with one thought for everybody here. It might be controversial, it might be antagonistic. This is my belief. I believe that the sovereignty, the actual foundation of a country and even a culture is going to be based on the technical and scientific literacy of the population.
Yes.
And And if we need to invest, we need to do it now. Because UAE, Middle East is doing it 100 times faster than we are right now. And we can really benefit. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Nasir Javed. I'm involved in IT field, but there is a little, I would call it separation from the IT field that everyone commonly relates to, and I'll come back to that in a moment. But first, I would like to acknowledge Waqar Saab and for bringing us all together. And Waqar called me in his office, and we were sitting and talking. He wanted to start this group, and I said, "There's so many groups; it'll be really hard to start one here." And today, I think it's the number of people attending here it shows success. And I really like the name, I think, which was earlier mentioned about you. Awesome. I was also skeptical a little bit, I said that, TechCon and Open and with so many other organizations here, it'll be really challenging to bring a group like this. And I'm really happy to be here. And the fact that Najib Bhai has, volunteered, agreed to lead this group is also very exciting and inspiring. So coming back to myself, I came to US. Waqar called me in his office, and we were sitting and talking. He wanted to start this group, and I said, "There's so many groups; it'll be really hard to start one here." And today, I think it's the number of people attending here it shows success. And I really like the name, I think, which was earlier mentioned about you.
Awesome.
Awesome. I was also skeptical a little bit, I said that, with
Ukraine, there was a war, but the KPIs were there, the talent was there for different use case. Pakistan was a different use case. So even when I left, the Pakistani team is still there. So what we can do is, what I'm saying is that if you're a Pakistani, definitely we will invest there. But there's a bigger market that we have to go after. For that, we all have to play our role. But I think we have to make sure that the perception and the talent, that we keep investing there, so that it becomes easier for that, right?
Thank you. And that's important because the main thing, as part of vision, you can have whatever you decide. But basically, in terms of what has been mentioned in 2 or 3 interventions yourselves, there might be certain areas where you hit stumbling blocks.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. You mentioned population growth problem is very big. I think there is a far bigger problem Pakistan faces. Unfortunately, not too many people realize that. It's because of the geography. Pakistan is a unique geography. On one side, north, Himalaya mountains. On the south, sea. And beside sea, Middle East. This creates a unique environmental position. The non-called Mosmiyati Tabdili, climate change, those are. There's a bigger problem. It's called global warming. What is the global warming? 200 years ago, people started measuring temperature on the surface of the planet.
So what distinguishes Expert MRI from other privately held companies is the fact that we are a very research and innovation based company. So the patients do have that freedom to be able to get up and leave, and they have the ability to directly speak to the technician. I recommend Expert MRI because proper diagnosis leads to proper treatment. So Expert MRI is focused on accurate diagnosis that then leads to accurate treatment. The key to accurate treatment is accurate diagnosis.
भाई आप देख रहे हैं पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन टेक काउंसिल की ये मीटिंग। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आपको पसंद आई होगी। और ये बताना चलो कि ये ऑफशूट है पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स का टेक्निकल विंग है। हम आल्सो प्लानिंग टू क्रिएट अ विंग ऑफ पॉलिटिकल एक्शन कमेटी soon, inshallah, announce. We are also planning to wing of the women wing as well, entrepreneur women, in this society. So we are working on the right direction. नाज़रीन, तो ये थी आज की रिपोर्ट. मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स को सपोर्ट करेंगे, पाकिस्तान अमेरिकन टेक काउंसिल को सपोर्ट करेंगे, उसका पार्ट बनेंगे. इसके अलावा देखते रहिए सफीर पाकिस्तान, आपकी आवाज़ और आपकी पहचान, राब्तों का एक नाम, सिर्फ और सिर्फ सफीर पाकिस्तान. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद, पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद. गॉड ब्लेस पाकिस्तान अमेरिका.
सफीर पाकिस्तान आपकी जज्बों का, आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है.